just before we get back to Stephen, let's have this, as they say, they go, don't they? Let's have a word from our sponsor.
Smart Detail, we thrive on excellence. We are a mobile valeting detailing company with everything required to bring your car to a fabulous finish, whether it be at your home or workplace. With over 10 years of professional detailing experience, we have everything to suit your budget. Contact us today at www.smartdetailuk.co.uk or call 0779 723 193. Smart Detail. We were born to detail.
Hey, they were born to detail. Check them out. Great. So is Stephen Jones. We've not got long left on the show, but this is part 2. What we're after from next week, people. If you've got any business-related questions, please, we'd like some phone-in. So if anyone wants to phone in, have a bit of a natter, please let us know. You can send me a message, 07828 522 991, or you can drop a note on the bottom of this, or you can, well, you'll find us. Send us a message. Yeah, that's right, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool.
It's part of my deal. I have this saying that information is free, implementation has a fee. That the stuff that I do, whether it's helping people get away from being pushy salespeople, building their business, fixing their whatever it might be, the information is out there. It's a bit like fitness. Now you can go out there and find all the stuff you do on nutrition, exercise to go and do it yourself, or you can hire a personal trainer to help you through it, and that's really all I do. But it's the helping you part that you pay for. So my challenge is, rather than giving you a flash marketing thing with a big, nice Zoom background of the mansion or whatever it might be, test me. Yeah. Come on air. Give me a challenge. Give me a problem that you think can't be fixed in your business, especially at the moment. You know, people are sitting at home at the moment with not a lot to do, trying to work out what to do next with their business. Give me a call. Challenge me.
Yeah, exactly. No, definitely. We want some interaction from people. So if anyone's interested, but you know, the trouble is, it can't be bothered, can they? Sometimes, and that's one of the biggest issues that I find with people generally, and it's generally with people that's too wrapped up in their own. A lot of people are wrapped up and they're too busy. People don't want to invest the time even to send a text message, even to download an app or whatever it is, because it's not. Do you know what I'm saying? It's so flighting with everything at the minute, and I think I've seen with a lot of business owners, they go from one thing, and I had a good chat with Jessica the other day. She said, what do you think my business is about? And I knew straight what I said, and she said, I'm glad you said that, because I didn't know myself where I wanted to be and what I was supposed to be doing. I was confusing myself, confusing everyone else. So
And people do, because they don't, you know, if you go to, I used to do a lot of work in corporate, so you know, you go to any large organization and they have a board of directors. They have executive directors, non-executive directors. They have, you know, CEO. They have C-suite directors who control finance, marketing, sales, and below them they have managers and team leaders, and then the people doing the jobs at the bottom. And those people have spent years getting to where they are. They have a lot of experience to know if we try that, that's going to happen. If we try this, this is going to happen. So the idea is that when you've got your own business, you know, I know you've got a support team around you, but everybody's focused on that business doing the thing that you said you're going to do at the beginning. Nobody's standing back critically and going, yeah, but hang on a minute. What about this? You know, what about actually targeting your shows to specific audiences to get the sponsor? You know, all the stuff we talked about.
Yeah.
Nobody's thinking about that because you're too busy trying to run the business.
Yeah, and you get set in a way, and you have a thing set up, and it's not when people question it and go, well, why? What this seems to work. This seems to be the standard thing that works. So an example, it was the breakfast show, and that's why we one of the things why we started doing the breakfast show. And then I used to do the breakfast show on my own, and then it's like, well, really, you need the interaction with guests, or you need someone on the show with you. And it's right, it breaks you up. And so I've done a number of things where I've had a full show with a co-presenter, and then what seems to have happened over the last couple of months is we've started to get into a routine where, you know, Tuesday's going to be your slot, Wednesdays is my triple play with the listeners. Thursdays a special guest, which last week was Sinead Edwards. Friday's my chef slot. So it breaks the week up and it makes that, I want the Friday morning to be a bit more fun. And the next stage, which we've talked about, is bands and what have you, and have bands on. So maybe even extend the show and end off with some bands. So yeah, it's good. It's cool, mate. The stuff you do, I think people should have a chat with you. You do a free session anyway, don't you?
Yeah, I do a free half-hour session for anyone, as long as they join my free group. It's kind of a payback for joining my group. But you talk about it there. I don't know if you see it on the TV, the language that's being used in the news and things. Everybody's talking about when can we get back to normal, rather than saying what is the new normal. What is life and business going to look like when all of this is behind us? Because it isn't going to end overnight. It's not going to be all done and dusted by this summer. We're not going to forget the last year and a half, 2 years, and go, yeah, well, whatever. We'll just go back to what we used to do. Because so much is changing. Retail's changing. High streets are changing. Companies are changing. The way you work from home is changing. And now is the time for business owners, particularly, to look at that and go, okay, how can I maximize our future based on what we've got at the moment?
Yeah,
I guarantee you 90% aren't doing that at the moment.
Because if you think about it, there'll be people listening, or there'll be people watching this that never used internet shopping. Never. Never. But I can't use that, but has been forced to use it. That's why people like Amazon, they don't sponsor me. Why? I shouldn't even say the name. That's why people like Amazon are so successful, because they've got it all boxed off. They're all boxed off. Too many boxes sometimes, but they were there ready, and that's why they're massive. I mean, we have deliveries every day, and it's. I've been shopping online for years, because I think, what's the point of me getting out of this studio, going down into town, walking around? It's not an enjoyment. I don't see, you know what I mean? I don't want to get going, losing an hour when all I want is a cable for me mixer. What's the point of that? Click. It'll be here tomorrow. Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Well, I'm one of the people that never did, and a lot of that has been geography. So I was living in the Middle East, where you didn't even have a street address in the Middle East, so the chance of getting anything delivered was just none. You used to have to go and meet them at the local Domino's or other, supermarket, and then drive back to get furniture delivered and stuff. And then I was in South America, where again it wasn't really done, and then I was in France, but I was basically not retired, but I was just taking a year off. So for me to go into town for go to the gym, go to the supermarket, pick up a couple of bits and pieces, come home was great. I didn't need anything home delivered. I had the freedom. But yeah, as soon as that first lockdown hit, I'm like, hang on a minute. Can't just pop into town and get, as you said, cable for my laptop. My laptop's broke. Oh, I'll just order it. Oh, it's delivered the same day. How crazy is that?
Oh, it's nuts, isn't it? It's nuts. Yeah. And so I think you're right. I think we need to, there'll be lots of people out there, business owners, that not sure what, but people still need to adapt to this thing, because people are still spending money. People are struggling, but there is still money out there, and still people are shopping in a different way. And there's probably opened up a new market that wasn't there before of individuals that are now new to internet shopping. And for me, people buy people as well. So if you could actually be someone that they gravitate to, you've got a good chance people will buy your product. Right,
people by people is the one thing you always need to remember in your sales.
So I'm going to have to cut you off, because we're about to finish. I need to wrap the show up as we do. So if you'd like to tell people where they can find you, what they can do, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
Yeah, just Google The Business Disruptor, or look me up on Facebook. You can find me on there. Stephen Jones, Business Disruptor. Stop Selling, Start Growing. The English Sales System.
The English Sales System. None of that fancy, smancy USA beat you down into submission sales system.
Hold you down and punch you till you say yes.
See, I've been listening.